Yo. Hello, hello, hello. And so we resume. Choking on my own language, my own words. But check it out. I have queued up several Pokemon, including Scythen. Scythen the Psyduck. to evolve. We just got to give her, oh, a lot, 3,000 experience points. That won't take too long. I've got her and a bunch of other pokes that are ready to go. And then I think we might just, we might spend some time trying to get a metal coat. It's the one trade item that I'm missing, because I have one, and I need two. I wasted one. Or rather, I spent one on, the, Lizzie the Steelix. And I need one to make another Steelix. But this is what I've been doing. I have been running through the Elite Four a bunch, and then if there are only a few levels left for a given Pokemon, I take them out here to Mount Silver and give them a good bit of training. Let's see, that was about 600. We need like 3,000. That'll take a little bit. But I'm still not sure whether the Elite Four is faster than this or not. I feel like it might actually be, but only when there are a lot of levels. It's certainly more interesting, so if we do more of that this stream, then I will bring Pokemon through the Elite Four. We'll get to watch that. Uh-oh. Fire Spin, how will she ever get out? Summon the tidal wave, carry, summon. Envelop the Ponyta in water. Okay. We're almost halfway. I realized that in order to build the team I want in Crystal, I gotta level up Ammonite a lot. My Ammonite needs to be like level 49 because I want it to learn Ancient Power, which will give it a lot, which I'll be able to pass along by a few stages of Poke breeding. Because Ancient Power is one of those moves that's really cool, but it's hard to get. And Aerodactyl, out of the three fossil Pokemon, Aerodactyl actually learns it the earliest, but shock horror, it learns it at level 29, and the one that you get from in Pokemon Red and Blue starts at level 30. So when you trade it over here, it won't learn Ancient Power unless you know you get it to lay an egg and train it up from level 5. But I think it'll actually be faster to go. Actually, well, now I'm not sure because it's no, that's not it. It might be faster. Oh, Rebuff, why did I switch to you? Sorry. I'm getting carried away. I was thinking about it. I was thinking, you know what? I should just hatch. I should just get my Ammonite to lay. No, I should get my Aerodactyl to lay an egg. Archaeopteryx can lay an egg, and we'll just raise a little baby one that can learn Ancient Power earlier. Problem is that there aren't any good egg groups to get the move on the Pokemon I want. So Ammonite is it, and it needs to be level 49. But I think I'm gonna do that off stream. I'm gonna get it up to like 48, and then we can level it up one more time. Get that final step that we need. I actually have a spare rare candy that I'm probably just gonna trade over to make that happen, because it's just so difficult. Even getting level 32 to 33, because Syven is all of our, HM moves, or Pathfinder. Even getting this level up is like takes a while. Like a Psyduck also grows slowly, but I've been having time. I've been watching like summoning salt videos while I'm just sort of mindlessly blasting through the Elite Four. I don't even need Gengar anymore because Conifer's Return deals enough damage that he can knock out 2 of Lance's Dragonites in one hit. One hit each. I think the level 50 Dragonite takes an extra attack, but that's like it. I don't need the ice punches, strictly speaking. Hey, here we go, Scythen. Scythen gets the reward she deserves. She finally gets rid of her headache and she gets to assume her final and most powerful form. She also gets like a little gem embedded in her forehead. She evolved into a Kappa. Kind of. This is a Golduck. Yeah, Pokedex for a Golduck. Where's the Golduck? It is so nice to see all these little Pokeballs filled out. All the little red and orange. And then it gets broken up as we go down. Because Psyduck is far down, isn't it? I'm not actually reading the names, I'm just skimming. Wait, how did I pass it? Boop, 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 boop. Oh, there you are. Golduck, the duck Pokemon. When it swims at full speed using its long webbed limbs, its forehead somehow begins to glow. That's an interesting way to phrase that. 5'7". It's like a short person. I shouldn't say that. 5'7" is not short. 5'7" is pretty normal, I think. I think a lot of, like, most of the people I know are about 5'7". It's so weird to, like, encounter... I don't know, there's something weird about Pokemon being human-sized. I don't know what it is. But anyway, she belongs in the VIP box. Oh, but I need to take the... Sure. It's like, you know, Rhydon, I think, is a little taller than people, than a person. Taller than people. Rhydon is tall. Forget how tall, like, Dragonite towers over a human. That feels right. And yet some other ones just kind of like 6'2", and it's like, what? How are you that tall? How are you that giant? Can't be possible. Well, anyway, we got some starter Pokemon to evolve, to level. Logan first. Welcome, Logan. Logan, I need to send you on a mission. You need to infiltrate the Brotherhood of Mutants. Okay, bub, you just point me there, the right direction, I'll go there, bub. You better hope they pack in some serious heat to deal with these claws. I don't know what's something Logan would say. That dirtbag Magneto and his band of freaks don't stand a chance against me. They'll never find me out. Now, could you imagine? I can't imagine Wolverine trying to, like, be sneaky to infiltrate. He's the least inconspicuous X-Man. X-Man? X-Men? X-person? He's not an X-person, he's still alive. He's still a person. I wish I had followed the formula and just named the Squirtle Aurora instead of the Jolteon who has been lost to time. Yeah, it was... I think it'll actually be faster to just have Logan, like, hanging out. So, yeah. Oh, I need to save. We got 193. We're closing in on 200. We might hit number 200. Or count of 200 in this stream. I only have like 3 more Pokemon that are like immediately ready to evolve though. Well, and Ponyta 4. Let's see how close we can get. But yeah, the way I've been playing this is to put whoever of my core team needs experience the most, or who's the lowest level gets to kind of go in the first slot. And they can usually one-hit everything that lives in the foothills of Mount Silver. Here we find gold, training in the foothills of Mount Silver, brutally beating ponytas, tanglers, and dojos in pursuit of completing his Pokédex. For he refuses to cheat to acquire unending supplies of rare candies to more easily proceed with his quest. He must achieve his goal with the suffering of real Pokemon. Whether it be the Elite Four themselves, or the innocent passers-by who live in the grass. Wild Ursaring, who have only just woken up from their slumber. Scratching their head in confusion at a giant purple bat. Hey, we get a new Pokemon right now. Finally, we don't have to hold Logan back anymore. He can get angry and extend his claws. And do a surfing pose. Oh! Hang 10, brah! Logan turned into a surfer dude. Cha. Alright. Charmeleon, a flame Pokemon. It is very hot-headed by nature, so it constantly seeks opponents. It calms down only when it wins. Oh. How about that? Oh, now that I think about it, we might have had, until just now, we might have had 4 Pokemon queued up to evolve, but like 2. Charmander and Squirtle have 2 evolutions each, so it's more like having 6. So that'll put us at 199 after I get Ponyta to level up, I think. Interesting. Interesting. Oh. Let's see who else we have. Let me think. The fossil Pokemon will start at level 30, so like Kabuto needs 10 levels. That's not a great choice for stream. I should check what level our Natu is at. I feel like that might be... it might be close. I guess I'll look through the box and I'll like pick whichever ones make the most sense to do. I didn't mark off Chikorita. We already evolved Chikorita. I need to update my list. In addition to just the in-game Pokédex, I actually keep a list of pokes and what levels they evolve at. Yeah, Rapidash. That Rapidash is going fast. She's on the attack. Wonder if the name Rapidash has anything to do with My Little Pony, because that was around in like the 80s. So the localization team would have been familiar with that. Maybe it's a coincidence. What? Now that I think about it, where's the ta in Ponyta come from? Ponyta. 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 Yeah, Logan. What's going on? Oh, I feel something coming out of my back. And my head horn is splitting into 2 horns. Oh, is this a side effect of the adamantium? It's Charizard. Wants to learn wing attack. Okay. Sure. We can replace Growl. Yeah. Yo. Charizard, the flame Pokemon. If Charizard becomes furious, the flame at the tip of its tail flares up in a whitish blue color. Also, Charizard also 5'7". It's like, I always imagine a Golduck being smaller than a Charizard, but they're the same height, man. I'm taller than a Charizard. Big fiery dragon. Kind of baffling, kind of boggles the mind, baffles the soul. Anyway, I'm gonna remember to give him his Bitterberry back before boxing. Nope, not Rosencrantz. Logan, he got a new sprite! Dragon sprite! Yeah. So cute. I love how... it's kind of a shame they couldn't give every Pokemon their own sprite, or every Pokemon, like, lineage their own sprite. But I am really happy to see just how many do have a unique sprite. A lot of which I haven't seen because I never filled out enough of the Pokédex. I never used a lot of the Pokemon that actually have unique sprites, like, Tentacool, among other examples. But there's Atuin, the Great Sea Turtle. Atuin must have such a headache. Just pulsing like that. And this is like, no, 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 don't put me next to Atuin. His head might explode any minute. I guess we'll learn whether he gets his own special sprite or not. Okay, save. Here we go, 195. We're making the progress. I'm still surprised we haven't run into the legendary dogs up here. But maybe they just don't come to Mount Silver. It's like the one place they don't go. I suppose it would make some kind of sense. It's like a holy place or sacred place, maybe. Or maybe it has, like, bad vibes and they just don't want to be here. I mean, it has red. Like, meditating at the top of the mountain. So maybe they just, like, want to steer clear. The Entei, Raikou, and, Suicune just sort of meet up and they're like, I heard this very powerful trainer is at the top of Mount Silver. I think we should stay away. But Entei, the grass is so nice up in the foothills of Mount Silver. I know. I haven't tasted that grass in 3 years since he first appeared there. But you know, he has a Pikachu that's twice the level we are. What? Okay. How is that even possible? It is still Pikachu. How would he do that? I don't know. Must be just showing off. He also captured the Snorlax, that one of the 2 Snorlaxes in the world that lives in Kanto. Truly a terrifying trainer if I've ever heard one. But what of Ho-Oh and Lugia? Surely they could lend their strength? We could oust this usurper from the top of the mountain? And no. The legendary birds are... You think the legendary birds would listen to us? Lugia is content at the bottom of the ocean, and Ho-Oh prefers its perch on the Tin Tower. They will not come to our aid, I'm afraid. We can only hope that the new trainer from New Bark Town will seek him out. Oh, here we go. I like Wartortle. I really love Wartortle's design. I think better than Blastoise a bit. Just the like puffy tail and the wing ears are just really cool. I wish they had gone with the like two separate turtle evolutionary lines somehow. I don't know if they could have made that work. Because that was the original design, right? I think Squirtle to Wartortle, and then Wartortle had a different evolution that like kept the swirly tail and ears thing. And then Blastoise was supposed to evolve from like a different turtle entirely that had a single cannon on its back. But they decided to save space, I guess, and put them together. It would have been too many Pokemon of the same kind of animal. Wartortle. Wartortle, the turtle Pokemon. It is recognized as a symbol of longevity. If its shell has algae on it, that Wartortle is very old. Maybe algae. I've heard people say algae with a hard G, but that doesn't seem right to me. Anyway, Wartortle's short, 3 foot. Only 3 foot Wartortle. Was about the same as Charmeleon, I guess. Charmeleon's horn gives him a little bit extra height, I guess. But yes, my companions, we must hope that Gold, the trainer from New Bark Town, in seeking out greater challenges, will face down Red on his own. And that will finally oust him from the top of the mountain, granting us safe passage once more, as in days of old. I'm just making that up. I don't know if the legendary dogs even care about Mount Silver. But I like my headcanon. Like, why else would they not be here in the grass? Speaking of, I wonder, I've only seen Entei, so I can't... It's the only one I can tell. I wonder where Entei is right now. Where in the world is Entei? Entei, Raikun, Suicune. Well, we don't have a bead on the other two, but we can tell you Entei is right here on the route east of Mahogany Town and west of the Ice Path. It's the volcano Pokemon, you know. I love cycling through some of these guys. We got like Moltres, Beleaf, Froligator, Jigglypuff, and Ampharos being kind of silly, and Skiploom. Skiploom who's kind of like, oh, I really need to go to the bathroom, but I can't raise my hand high enough for the teacher to see. Okay. How many more? Twin is very close now. 2,000. Okay. 2,000 will be a bit. It'll be a bit. But that's okay. That's okay, you don't have to worry too much. You got Rosencrantz to knock out these Pokemons pretty quick. Oh, that's right, he's traded, so he gets a little bit extra boost. I always forget. Because earlier today I was training up Cruella, the tentacle. Just takes so much longer. Takes so much longer, don't you know? Bye-bye, Tangela. Cute and scary. Because at the same time, because I don't want to think about what lies inside all of the Tangela vines. Well, that was something I was thinking about. So, all Pokemon come from eggs. Except for the legendaries. But that includes Execute. So, like, hatching out of an egg is a pretty intensive process. You have to break the shell from the inside. So, like, is that why there's always a broken Execute? They break one of them trying to get out of the egg? Also, Hatchwing gets to evolve now. His head's getting bigger. Where did those cannons come from? He's a Blastoise. He? I actually don't remember what gender. Any Pokemon that we haven't spent a lot of time with, I just don't know much about them. Oh, I'm sorry, Atwin. Atwin's a girl. I just... the, like, ratio... the, like, male to female ratio in starter Pokemon leans pretty strongly towards male, so it's actually kind of rare to get a female starter. Blastoise, the shellfish Pokemon. It deliberately makes itself heavy so it can withstand the recoil of the water jets it fires. It deliberately makes itself heavy. How does that work? Oh, okay. Thank you for clearing that up, Blastoise. Hey, Maverinthia, welcome. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Surviving the heat? Yeah, I don't know why they call it a shellfish Pokemon. It's not even a fish. It's got bones. It's a vertebrate. So it's not even like a shrimp or anything. Still melting? We can try our best. Oops. On my vacation, it got pretty hot. Because I'm used to... I didn't realize how privileged I am. I'm used to being in this brick building that holds in the cold. It kind of keeps out the heat pretty well and holds the cold that you kind of get overnight. But... yeah, no. I was at a cottage that did not have great heat management, and one of the nights the power went out. Luckily it came back on before bread. But oh boy. I was really nervous thinking that I might have to go to sleep in the intense heat. Funny, even I have a friend who like came from the California desert and is like, no, this is miserable. I was like, surely you've been complaining all winter about how much you miss the heat. And now that it's hot, it's like, well, it is too hot. It can always be too hot. Oh, here we go. Smeagol's ready to arrive. Yeah. Even now, I'm in air conditioning and I'm still sweating a little bit. I guess I just don't turn it that cold. Yeah, oh, look at him. Got his own little sprite. I always forget. I was saying earlier that I haven't seen most of the sprites in this game because I don't play with certain Pokemon like a Geodude. Oh, he's cute. And as much as I like Charizard, I don't really get to see the Charizard sprite either, because it's like really hard to... And Charmander has his own sprite too. It's so strange. I guess they reused the Charizard one for Dragonite, so it kind of makes sense. Anyway. I don't know, maybe you have some insight into this, Mav. I was thinking out loud about how all Pokemon come out of eggs, including Execute. Which means that, like... And I forget if Execute are supposed to be, like, multiple individuals who just collect together, or if they all hatch out of... I guess they have to all hatch out of one egg. But, like, there's usually, like, one broken one. So do you think that, like... when they hatch out of the egg, they always end up breaking one of the Executes? One of the Execute eggs? And then I guess it doesn't matter much, because 3 of the eggs get consumed when it evolves. Something about the leaf stone just makes them, like, fuse together into the segments of, like, the tree. Of the tree trunk. Yay, shiny Pokemon. I get to justify the stream tag. Oh, maybe that's the egg they break out of. But it becomes sentient. Oh. I want to look at the... I forget what Execute looks like in this game. I always felt... I feel like the... Maybe that actually makes sense. I was going to say, I feel like that... The broken egg is always small. But maybe it just can't grow as much because it's broken. Oh, here we go. And the other ones outgrow it. Oh, now he's changing his pose, swapping hands. So it's kind of hard to tell, but I guess Graveler has like 2 pairs of arms, and it's like lower pair, it's just sort of like grabbing, like holding its belly. And it's like, and I guess this pose, it's leaping forward. It's like, it's very, Graveler is a design that I like, but it's also very strange. And it loses its second pair of arms when it evolves. Oh, the eggs become fruit on the Executor? Hang on. Before I read the Graveler one, let's actually look at the Executor. I thought, because the Executor has only 3 fruit. So I was thinking like, but like, they're like 6, yeah, there's 6 Execute eggs. And yeah, I remember correctly, the broken one is tiny. So maybe that does work. Instead of totally shattering like most Pokemon eggs, maybe that egg stays the same and the other 5 Execute eggs grow bigger. But yeah, there's only 3. That's what I was saying, like 3 of these eggs must turn into like the body. Oh, maybe let's like a Voltron, where like one of the eggs becomes the body and then 2 of them become the feet. And it just grows leaves out of the head. And the other 3 become heads. And it's like, well, I thought I was going to grow arms when I evolve, but I just have 3 heads. Maybe that's why it's psychic. Being psychic, it at least gets to like do some telekinesis to pick up stuff, I guess. Oh, maybe there's some on the back? I don't know. You think all 6? You think all 6 eggs survive to the Executor? Maybe. I feel like I've seen Executor in 3D though, and it only has 3. Only got 3 fruit. Sorry, where the heck is Geodude? It's high up the list because it's only in the 2nd box. But I can't remember where it is. I feel like I've passed it 3 times. Oh, there it is. Graveler, the rock Pokemon. With a free and uncaring nature, it doesn't mind if pieces break off while it rolls down mountains. Pieces of its rocky exterior? Almost like having scales, maybe? Oh yeah, Geodude doesn't have any feet. I wonder if Golem feels a lot like Blastoise, where Blastoise was going to be like a totally different evolutionary line. Golem feels like a totally different Pokemon that just kind of got wrangled into the Graveler line. Like, yeah, Graveler, it has 4 arms, but I don't know, it evolves and then it only has 2, and now it's like a lizard that lives inside of a rock. Golem almost makes more sense as, like, part of the Kangaskhan line, you know? Although I guess I'd have to grow horns or something. Oh, and I forgot that share. I have a lot of Pokemon questions today. I'm questioning Pokemon. Okay, I think we have 2 more that I've trained up to within 1 level of evolving. Or, well, I have 1 more, and then I think Ponyta already is within 1 level. Or are you Cruella? Yeah, here we are. Cruella DeVille, Cruella DeVille. This time she's a Pokemon, a Tentacruel. I don't remember how the rest of that song goes. Oh, in RGBY, there's a fruit on the back of Executor, but in later versions it disappears. Later iterations. Oh. It's a conspiracy also. Sorry, I gotta pause to appreciate just how adorable the little tentacle sprite is. Look at this little lady. She's just flopping up and down. But that's curious. So maybe 2 of the eggs, originally 2 of the eggs became legs. And they all like formed the body to get, and like 4 fruit. And then they form the body together. The March of the Executor Squad. It has 5 heads. Really? I don't know. I'm trying to remember if I've seen an episode with an Executor in it, and I can't. It makes you think, because one thing I've heard is that supposedly the canon of the games and the anime series are supposed to be separate. So I wonder if that is meant to have... if that's meant to have a, an impact on it. I wonder what Pokemon Stadium did. Like, that ends up being my 3D reference, usually. Yeah. Stadium looks like it only has 3 heads. But there isn't, like, I don't see, like, a 3D model view of it. That's so strange. I mean, the dark take... I kind of like the Voltron idea, but the dark take would be that different Executor have different numbers of fruits, depending on how many of the Executes survive to the point of evolution. So maybe, like, Executes kept in captivity don't survive very long, and so trainer Executors only have 3. I could imagine the, like... I can imagine how the anime would do like 6 Executes forming into the shape of an Executor Voltron style, though. Or like, what the heck is it called? Megazord style. I say Voltron because I know about it by association, but like Power Rangers is the reference point that I'm actually familiar with. Oh, they didn't even pin down the mode until Fiery Leaf Green. Make it have 3 heads. Interesting. See, I love that kind of stuff. It's like somebody had an idea in their heads, but like nobody really pinned it down. So we have this period early in the series where there like kind of isn't one answer. I like that. That's the kind of thing that can only happen in fiction. And it's a very human thing to be able to wrap your head around, like... like, imagining a fictional universe having verisimilitude, but then, like, being able to suspend your disbelief just enough in certain areas. It's like, all 3 of the legendary dogs totally changed their design between this game and Crystal. And it's like, oh no, yeah, they always looked like that. Yeah, Raikou always had the, like, little blue face mask thing. You want to say it has 5 because there's 5 Executes, and the broken one can be the body. Oh, yeah, that would make sense. And they grow the broken one because it's broken in the top. That's where the leaves can come out of. That would make sense. Although, from what little I saw of, like, promotional art, I feel like Game Freak settled on 3. But 5 would make so much... 5 would make at least as much sense as the, like, Megazord method. Go, go, Executor! Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And then Rita Repulsa comes in with, like... the Gigantamax. Gigantamax! Make my creature grow! I don't do a good impression. I will do it, but it is not good. Crawl one stone on the Rap. No, Rap is bad. No, not... No, for flip's sake. You know better moves than Rap. Oh, no. I need to mash B, and then there we go. Menuing. Menuing is hard. She's just an unassuming little tentacle. And now she will assume her namesake. She's not interested in Dalmatians anymore. She wants to fight Pokemon. I don't know. I was like, I couldn't think of where to go with that one. Oh, stop it. You don't need to learn Rap. She's so insistent. She's like, I want to learn. I was like, no, you know Bubble Beam and Acid and like other stuff. Jeez. It's almost like Game Freak is reaching out and being like, no, Rap is a good technique. It has applications. It's practical. I'm like, no, stop. It's like one of the most annoying moves, even though you debuffed it in this one. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's right next to Victory Bell and stuff. These kind of sinister... These sinister Pokemon that look like they actually eat things. Tentacruel, the jellyfish Pokemon. Its 80 tentacles absorb water and stretch almost endlessly to constrict its prey and enemies. So I guess 5'3" is like typical resting pose height and not like massive tentacle extended length. Also, Tentacruel is only 5'3"? Heck? 80. Oh yeah, also 80 I missed that. Whoa. How many do I count? Like, I count maybe like 10 in this shot, in this sprite, which is like squid tentacles. I don't know, maybe it has lots of little cilia or something? Scylla? Skilla? Skillup? Yeah, that's a lot of Tentacruels. Maybe it's like shark teeth, and like some of them are like backup ones that it like kind of curls up. And if it loses one, it can just like kind of replace it with another one. Pulls them out of the toolbox. Oh, hang on. Like a suit jacket. All Tentacruels come with like a little plastic pouch that has like spare tentacles in it. Oh, squids have 8 tentacles and 2 arms. Is that right? Yeah, that's true. Because they have like those 2 really long kind of tentacle arm things that like have suckers at the end of them, and they're like different. They like work differently. I always think of them as having 10. I guess it's like 10 appendages, but it's not strictly, you're right, it's not strictly tentacles, each of them. Okay, let's hop on over to this box, I think. Yeah, thank you for the marine biology lesson. Or is that, I think it's a marine biology. Because it's an invertebrate. I don't know if that's a separate discipline. Wait, Ponyta's not in this box. I guess it's further down the list. See, I tried to become organized and it's still hard to find anything, because I just don't know the Pokemon numbers. Whether you're up high or way down low, don't you forget your Pokemon numbers. Yeah, it's not in here. I already knew, like, that was not going to be in there, so it's in here? Hang on. Ponyta... Well, I'm looking... I guess I listed as Rapidash. Oh, there it is. 77 to... Okay, so it's this one. Yeah. Octopodes are all arms. Wait. So what makes a tentacle? How is it... And now that I think about it, octopus means 8 feet. So that's not right. So that name isn't right either. Yeah, there... we had like a mind meld there for a second. Oh, Dasha. That's right. She Dasha. Okay. But she's like over leveled to evolve, so we get her 1 level up and then she'll be a Rapidash. She'll be a happy Rapidash. Let's get confused about marine biology. I thought tentacles are like appendages that don't have bones in them and they like have suckers on them sometimes. Is that not... Is there some other definition for that? Maybe that explains how Tentacruel is able to have like so many tentacles. Maybe the definition is like wide enough that you could fit 80 in there. Or maybe somebody was dictating to the English localization team and they were trying to say 18. And the guy was like, oh, right, 80, right? He's like, no, 18. Yeah, 80. 18. Tentacruel has 80 tentacles. 80. The big 80. It'd be even more than 80 if it was in, like, hexadecimal. Now that I think about it, I was trying to think: is there like a different base? I guess if it was base 8, it would be fewer. Well, it would have to be base 9. Changing the mathematical base of your numerical system is very confusing. I think the smallest base you could have with the digits 8-0 would be base 9, and that's still a huge number. Oh, squids have 8 arms and 2 tentacles. Oh. Yeah, the heat is getting to you. See, that makes more sense, because I feel like whenever I've seen a photograph of the squid, it's only got suckers on like the 2 long ones that like are sort of diamond shaped. Okay, that makes sense. But are octopuses also only have arms? Are octopuses, or do octopuses only have tentacles? Because now I'm still a little confused on that. That's funny. My mom has a black cat, and something that emissive reminds me of him. Even though I think Eevee's not supposed to be a cat, it's more like a fox. Seems the difference is tentacles only have suckers on a small portion, where arms have them all the way down. Oh. It's good that there's a distinction, but I take issue with using arms to describe something that like doesn't have bones and joints, I guess, or that doesn't have joints, I should say. Because I think insects can have arms, but they at least have joints in them, you know, like discrete segmentation. Or I don't know, maybe octopus arms have discrete segmentation? It's one of those things where, like, bug is used colloquially for stuff that is insects and not insects, and there's also, like, a scientific definition for bug. But I guess with tentacle, there is a specific thing in mind. With tentacle, in marine biology, a tentacle is only a specific kind of digital jellyfish. Digital sea jelly. Science is silly. It is. It's silly. That's why I like science so much. That's what Bill Nye was all about. Before he got, like, really serious. And I mean, good on him, he kind of needs to be. Really drive home the point. Get attention. Get the attention in the right places. Oh, technically we don't have arms, we have tentacles. Wait. You have suckers on your hands? I don't have suckers. And I'm not saying that because I'm not saying that just because I'm a platypus, because I'm not. I'm a person. I'm a human. I know what human hands are supposed to be like. And they don't have suckers on human hands. What makes them tentacles because they don't have suckers. Wait. But I thought you said tentacles. I thought you said tentacles have suckers, but only at the end. Whereas an arm has suckers all the way. I'm trying to follow you here, but I don't think I can go where. I think you're going where I can't follow on this one, Mav. Now, let's switch it up to Carrie. Oh, meow, meow, meow. Oh, sorry, Ponytail. You're going to be overwhelmed by water that you don't get to see. So do fish by that definition, would fish flippers also be tentacles? Is a tentacle a sandwich? Oh, oops. I've run into the one Pokemon that, like, we can't really... Whatever. Tentacles can have a small amount of suckers or none. Unless they're flagellum. Which are used for swimming. Eh. If I learned anything from Spore, it's that flagellum are used for swimming. Fins are a different definition. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess fins have to be flat. Actually, fins are a lot like hands. They usually have fingers. They usually have, like, finger bones in them, don't they? I guess hands... Are hands a subset of fins? Because we evolved from fish. Sort of. We're derived from amphibious creatures that derive from fish who had fins. And, like, our hands came from fins. I guess our hands are fins, aren't they? So, we don't have... Instead of arms, we have tentacles, and at the end of our tentacles, we have fins. And we're made of more than 2/3 water. It all adds up. What I'm getting from all of this is that humans need to go back into the ocean. Where we belong. I mean, I know that whale... Like, I'm pretty sure whales have, like... They have, like, finger bones in their fins. I don't know about fish. I think fish do, too. Oh, the only fire move that Dasha knows is Ember? That's kind of sad. Maybe she can learn Flamethrower if, as, like, an egg move. Oh, arms or tentacles without suckers are Siri. Kiri? Which Nautilus have. Oh, look at Dasha! She's charging! She's growing a horn out of her head. Now she's a grown-up horse. Oh, this reminds me of... I think I mentioned this last stream. Rapidash kind of reminds me of this very silly game I heard about from some YouTubers who I watch, who are mostly voice actors, but they do YouTube stuff. They played this game that they kind of fell in love with called Unicorn Tales, but like Tale of an Animal Tales, and one of the many magical powers you can get as a unicorn is to turn on fire, and it makes you run fast. Rapidash, the fire horse Pokemon. At full gallop, its 4 hooves barely touch the ground because it moves so incredibly fast. Another 5'7" Pokemon, too. Rapidash is like as tall as a Charizard. Think about that. Oops. Also, we got our 200. 200 party! Yay! Yay! Oh, don't go in the grass. Crap. Oh, that's such a cute sprite. Hang on, what is that? What is that emote? Oh, we gotta get out of this. Hang on. Yeah, Charizard is only 5'7". Yeah. Exactly. It's so strange. And because I think Tentacruel was also that tall. And I feel like Tentacruel, I mean, whenever I think of Tentacruel, how big it's supposed to be, I always think of that early Pokemon episode where it's like the size of an ocean liner. And all the Tentacool are like threatening this beachside town. Yeah, Charizard, but you know, by that same token, Charizard in the anime changes size all the time. Yeah. But yeah, on the tentacles arms thing, I guess we have Siri then. If we have arms without suckers on them. Okay, so we hit our 200, and I think let's look through the box. Let's look through the boxes and see like if there's anyone that's like easy to evolve. Because I want to either do. I think I want to wait until after the break and do some leveling. Oh, we still have to evolve our Paris. Are you in here? Oh yeah, Depardieu. Paris goes, you're 10 levels short of that. That's a lot. Mappo, the Mankey. 28. That's a lot. Piglet the Diglett. 26? That's a little closer. It's only 9 levels. Dig'em. 28 also. Because I think what we might do is start chasing, tracking down metal coats. The rest of the stream. Oh, Venonat level's at level 31. We got a long way to go with some of these critters. Let's just look through, see what we got. Yeah. I think it was, Dragonite was one of the taller Pokemon that made sense. It's like 8 feet tall, 8 feet something. Gungor. Oh, you need 11 levels. Krabby needs... Does Krabby need... Oh, Krabby is close. Krabby only needs 5. Shelby. Shall be a Kingler in no time. Assign Marnie. Marnie. Yeah, Sludge... I forgot I named her Sludge Girl. Grimer. Grimer's one of the higher level ones. 38. She needs 20 levels. And Gugenia. Yeah, let's get, let's work on Shelby. Let's work on Shelby's levels. Gong. Gong gong. Let's do Shelby's levels, and then we're gonna get Felix out of the box to do a, to go steal metal coats from Magnemites. Which is just something I love to say. I just love I love the image of that. Felix the cat just going around snatching metal coats out of their magnet hands. Hey, look at that 200. We should go visit Professor Oak and see what he says. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's actually do that right now. And then it'll be good time for the midstream break. And since we'll be in Kanto, we can go battle the trainer. Go to the trainer house. For a more interesting conflict. Yeah. Professor Oak, I got 200. Are you gonna still tell me to go trade Pokemon again, like you did last time? How is your Pokédex coming? Let's see. 237 Pokemon seen, 200 owned. Wow, you've hit 200. Your Pokédex is looking great. Oh, we got a new jingle. That's awesome. If you're in the area, I hope you come visit again. Yeah. Thank you, Professor Oak. You're my favorite grandpa. He's like, what did you say? Gotta go. Okay. I think Rosencrantz. My guess is we're gonna fight, like, starter Pokemon again, so Rosencrantz can go first to fight the grass starter. I guess it'll be Meganium, because it's always been the second-gen ones for some reason. Even though I'm sure we fought first-gen starters before. But anyway, it's time for the midstream break. So I'm gonna go split and take a break, and I recommend that y'all do the same and enjoy the music. And I'll be back for, we're gonna get a Kingler, and then Magnemite theft. Hey, welcome back. I couldn't wait any longer, so it's time to resume. Let's go. I was thinking there was a car alarm going off outside that I didn't hear with my headphones on. Makes me wonder if, like, do people's cars even get stolen anymore in the US? I feel like, what are you gonna do with a stolen car? Because they're so complicated. They're so complicated now, I don't think you could, like, get anything out of them at, like, a chop shop. Certainly not gonna convert it to be... I don't know, maybe you could, like, get the plates taken off and some fake ones put on. But I don't know. Certainly not in the city, I don't think you could get very far with a stolen car. I don't know. The cars do get stolen? I gotta wonder, like, what the goal is. Because I know my dad... like, when my dad was living in New York, he got his car stolen, like, twice, I think? And it got turned into a taxi one time. Oh, it's mostly the catalytic converter, yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking, is, like, people might put a car up on blocks and take the wheels, or, like, steal bits and pieces. Because stealing the whole car just seems like such a massive effort for what little you can get out of it. I don't know, maybe the chop shops have just gotten better. Beats me. I can't imagine it happens much in New York, though, because they've just militarized the police so much and chased out all the poor people. You know. It's like, I remember seeing those, like, steering wheel locks all the time growing up. I think my dad had one. But then as an adult, like, I don't think I've ever seen one in, like, the last 10 years, but I also don't drive very much. And Shelby did not get a lot of levels from that. What did she... Hang on, let me check again. What did she need? Oh, 28. Okay, she only needs 4 levels. Let's, so I guess we go... Can we... What's it like in Victory Road? I actually don't remember. Maybe there's some decent battles here. Although I don't expect so. I don't know. So I think if you could successfully steal a car and then make it your own, like we're so car dependent as a country, I imagine that if you could get away with that, then it would probably be worth it, because then like you can actually drive to your job and stuff. You might run into trouble with registration, but that's about it, I think. If anything, I imagine you could, if you got away with stealing a car, you could sign up for a ride service. You could be like an Uber and a Lyft driver. Wonder if anybody's done that. Because like Uber and Lyft aren't gonna like check your registration. They might check your license. But, you know, they don't check your car. They leave that up to like user reviews. It's just like, all I can think is like, it's predatory all the way down, where it's like, people are in need, and so they'll go to whatever lengths they need to get to like steal cars or whatever. And then their labor gets preyed upon by people who had like the venture capital to make an app. Or not even. It's like people who are able to like talk somebody with venture capital into funding their, you know, pet project. I imagine the crazy thing about a lot of the, you know, tech dominance, Silicon Valley startup dominance of the modern age, is that like all the people who are successful, or all these companies that are successful, they were started by like people who just like kept kind of pounding away at like failed idea after failed idea, and they had like enough money or just like charisma to eventually land with something that happened to work. They just kept throwing stuff at the wall until it stuck. It's very frustrating because it's like, instead of the tech sector seeking out problems and solving them, or being, you know, ideally being recruited to solve problems that need fixing, it's this attitude that you like, you want to create a solution to a problem that people don't know they have. That was the way it was taught to me, learning web development, is like, that's how you start a startup. Imagine if you can monetize something that people don't realize that they could be monetizing. Like, imagine how much like better it would be to have like an app that was like controlled by the city, but they would register like the taxi services with it instead of like Uber. Yeah, create a problem and sell people the solution. Oh, the Pied Piper, so the Pied Piper approach. Yeah. It's like you don't even have to like, I think a lot of the times you don't even have to like make a problem. You just sort of like convince people that there is one. It's like making the problem in their own mind. But like just thinking of Uber and Lyft ride services, like, you know, cities could have commissioned like an app that's like, hey, we register the like valid taxi services, and they have rules, and they hire people, and they like do all the stuff, and you know, then there's room for like actually improving working conditions and like getting people paid what they need. And also convenience for, I guess, the thing that people wanted, which is convenience in like reaching, in like getting ride service. Because I don't know. Like, what did it used to be? I guess you could call, you would have to like know the phone number for a taxi service. Or if you were in a big city, you could just like wave one down. It's like, it's only now that I think we're coming to a head where some of these things are... Oh no, wait, you're not gonna help. Sorry, Emissive, but you're not the one for this. But we're coming to a head where all of these services that have been so convenient for so long are running out of money. And the bad working conditions and pay are coming to a head where, like, there's this, like, critical mass that we're gonna hit soon, if we haven't already. It's interesting. I'm curious to see, because, like, on some level, I imagine some of these things, like an Uber and a Lyft, can keep their work going, just, like, in spite of all the problems. They can just kind of convince people to keep investing. But it's something's got to give at some point. I guess there's also enough interest by everybody who uses the services that... Oh, Shelby wants to learn guillotine. Shelby's after the rich! Okay, in the spirit of eating the rich and starting the revolution, we are going to allow her to learn guillotine. She's gonna slay. Our Queen Crab is gonna slay once she evolves. Not that guillotine is a good move, but whatever, it's symbolic. Zap. Actually, how much further? We got one level left, but how much? Okay, that's like 4 or 5 battles, maybe. Yeah. I always have to remark on Tangle's boots. He's got cute little boots. They're almost like children's rain boots. Make me think of, like, My Neighbor Totoro. There's May in her little boots out in the rain. Swinging onto her big sister's back when they're waiting for the bus. Sometimes you gotta go to your cozy places. I haven't watched that movie in a long time now that I think about it. I just missed my chance. My mom has a bunch of them on DVD, a bunch of the Studio Ghibli stuff. And I was just visiting. Maybe next time. Here we go, Shelby! She's going to send to royalty. But the kind of people's royalty that that brings a guillotine for the actual incumbent wealthy. She walked into a Queengler. She's a Queen King Crab. I forget where Krabby lives. There you are. Kingler, the pincer Pokemon. It can hardly lift its massive, overgrown pincer. The pincer's size makes it difficult to aim properly. Well, that's why guillotine is, like, not a very strong move. Right? Or am I misremembering what it does? Yeah, one-hit KO pincer attack. It's the same as, Horn Drill, I think? Okay, now let's do what I promised to do, because all the other Pokemon we have to evolve are going to take a while. And I would rather do something a little different, mix things up. We're going to go looking around for metal coats. The Magnemites won't miss them because it's really hot out. They don't need a metal coat. They don't need a medical coat. Maybe they do. But that's not what they have. But yeah, I forgot. Can't we just... I think we can just get, I think we can just get Professor Oak's rating from the PC. Oh well. Visiting him in person was worth it, I think. I think I misremembered Oak. I conflated Oak's PC with the Hall of Fame, which I think has never been the case, actually. Yeah. Oops. There you go. It was nice to hear the jingle without me talking over it. Okay. So now we got Felix. The cat. The wonderful, wonderful cat. With his bag of tricks. He is going to help us get the metal coat we need. Although, now that I think about it, I don't know if Magna might come out at night. How big are Magnemites anyway? They're called mites. Mites are tiny little critters, little insects. They're 1 foot. They're pretty big. I feel like they're like pillow size. Like if they weren't, you know, if they weren't like very tough and metal, they'd probably be kind of cuddly. I'm sure a plushie Magnemite could be like life size and it would be pretty good, like throw pillow. Oh, actually, that would be cool. The Magnemite throw pillow. Also, does Persian's head look kind of big from the back? Am I crazy? It looks like the other Persian, the big head Persian, dark Persian. I forget what it's called. Gargantula Persian, whatever it's called. Galgaland? I don't remember. Or is it a lowland Persian, maybe? Okay. Come on, Rebuff, we're looking for Magnemites. Oh, Galarian, that's right. That was with a G. I might check Cerebi really quick, hang on. I just want to be sure that we can, like, actually get... Oops. The heck? Okay, I guess that'll work. We can listen to the route music while I do this. Because I think Magnemites still come out at night, it's just like... rarity might be different. No, rarity, it's the same across time of day. Okay. It's 20%, so like every fifth encounter should be one. Yeah, Galarian. Because Galaria... No, Galar, that's it. Galar is the region of, 6th gen, I think? Is that right? Sun and Moon? Which generation are we on? We're on 9th right now. Wait, I have to do the math, because it's like... Emerald is 3rd gen, Diamond Pearl is 4, Black and White and X and Y? I forget which one comes first. That's 5 and 6, so then 7 is Sun and Moon? Sword and Shield is 8, so then yeah, 9, we're on 9, which is Scarlet and Violet. Oh, Galar was Sword and Shield, okay. Oh right, because Sun and Moon is Alola. It's the, like, tropical islands. Yeah. And before that was the, like, French style? In a French region? wonder what Galar, what region Galar was meant to be like. Hey, there's our Magnemite. Now watch as it doesn't have a metal coat. Because there's only like a 10% chance or something. Or 5. It might be even smaller. Nope, we didn't get no item. It would tell us. I think. And Felix doesn't have an item yet. We gotta make sure that he isn't holding anything. Yeah. The Sword and Shield dogs were kind of odd. I think the only like legendary like box art effect like Pokemon, what am I thinking? Flagship, that's it. I think the only like stranger flagships than Sword and Shield are Scarlet and Violet, the like motorcycle. The like motorcycle dragons. It's just so strange. I can never get over it. It's like, aren't they like the only mounts that you have in the game, or can you actually like ride other rideable Pokemon? Because that seems like this. The sensible thing is that you could like ride an Arcanine and a Ponyta around and stuff. Like a Stantler. But maybe that's too complicated. Too much for Scarlet and Violet. Gosh, maybe this isn't that interesting. Maybe I just have to do this off stream. I'll do it for a few more minutes, and then we'll do something else. We'll go, take somebody through the Elite Four. Yeah. Had some fun. Had some fun on my vacation. I played a bunch of 3DS games because I brought my 3DS with me. I played one that I'd heard about but I hadn't played much before. It was a Chibi Robo Photo Finder, which is such a neat idea. Even though it like runs really chunky. Really chunky, excuse me. But it's cool. Apparently the first item... I thought that you could just take like anything that fit the silhouette, but it's kind of looking for specific items. So the first silhouette is a circle, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll just take a picture of like a glass, a drinking glass from the top. And then it decided it was a pin. And so I was like, oh, okay, I'll try to find something that matches. And like the second starter one that you have, it's supposed to be like a power outlet, but because I don't think they changed anything from the Japanese version, it's like the silhouette won't quite like perfectly fit everybody's power outlets in like outside of Japan. I did manage to get a 100%, I think, on it, but it was tricky. I had to angle it in a funny way because they want the like socket to line up. But it's cool. I like it's a cool idea for like an AR kind of integration into a game. And Chibi Robo is a really cute way to do that. I never played the GameCube Chibi Robo though. It makes me curious. Because I feel like is Chibi Robo one of Nintendo's internal studios? It feels like it kind of has a similar, there's a similar, like, kind of fidelity. Something about it makes me think of, like, Pikmin and some of those other GameCube-era games that were, like, first-party ones. But I don't know who made Chibi Robo. They also have this hand-animated guy in a striped shirt who is like, you can tell he's hand animated because his gestures like do not look like what motion capture looks like. They're like slightly too weird to have been mocapped. And like his nose bounces around and stuff. It's endearing. And I guess since I set up my Wii U to run GameCube games, I could just get myself Chibi-Robo, which for the longest time was just a random it was just a random trophy. It was just a random trophy in Smash Bros. Melee. Same as all the Animal Crossing guys. Which I think, did Melee come out before Animal Crossing? Because there was something about, like, they have, like, a KK Slider trophy in Smash Bros. Melee, but it says, like, it doesn't say what game he's from. It just says, like, it's a super secret project. Be very quiet about it. Like, top secret something. Or, like, to be announced. I forget. It feels like such a neat way to like announce an upcoming game or to like build up hype for it. Like, who are all these wacky animal characters in the trophies for Smash Brothers? Because I mean, I guess in Japan they would have had those characters. Like they would have known who they are. And so when they did Smash Brothers in abroad, outside of Japan, they would have just kept it. But then they would have been like, oh crap, Americans won't know what Animal Crossing is. And we can't just put Dobutsu no Mori in, like, hiragana or whatever. I actually don't know how they spell out the name of Animal Crossing in Japanese. Animal Forest. But they, yeah, unless I'm misremembering, the Smash Melee trophies just, like, are very cagey about what game the characters come from. But I want to say there's at least, like, I want to say they also had Mr. Rossetti. I think that was it. Maybe Tom Nook. I think they might have had Tom Nook in there. Because I remember a weird-looking raccoon guy. Because at the time I didn't know what a, Tanuki was. Lots of good memories with Smash Melee. It was the game that... It was a system seller for me. It convinced me to get a GameCube. And then I had trouble actually getting a copy of the game for years. I didn't have Smash Bros. Melee for a long time after I had my own GameCube. Yeah, you know, okay, I'll do one more Sweet Scent, and then we're gonna go do Elite Four training. Nope, no Magnemite. We'll do it off stream. Or maybe I'll do like a fun Saturday stream. Because the other big grindy thing I still have to do is the Tyrogue eggs. Not looking forward to that. But I'll probably do that on the weekend, because like everybody's away on vacation. Oh, Modern American Animal Crossing doubled down on the whole raccoon thing. Oh wait, they do? You mean like... Wait. They insist that Tom Nook is a raccoon? They lie? They fib? To all the gullible players? I haven't played New Horizons in a while, so I actually don't remember. Oh yeah, I need Conifer. Yeah, weird. Some localization decisions I will never understand. Because the thing is that, like, there aren't... Like, text box character limits are not nearly as strict as they used to be. So you could add in, like, an extra text line that's like, what, you don't know what a tanuki is? And then they explain what a tanuki is one time, and then it's like, oh wow, Tom Nook is this neat little guy. Is a strange kind of mythological creature, sort of. And he wears an apron out of courtesy. Yeah, tanuki is shorter than raccoon. That's true. So you save one character and then like add a whole bunch of extra text. Oh yeah, in Mario Brothers 3. Yeah, so like gamers will know what a tanuki is because of Smash Bros. 3, you're right. Gamers. But I guess maybe that's part of it, because Animal Crossing is classified as a casual game, so their marketing is towards people who don't know about gaming. And maybe who don't know about Japan. But then there's so much like Japanese... There are so many Japanese items. There's like those those like flower arrangement things. And the like fish, wind catchers. Or whatever they're called. So yeah, I don't know. I think there's room to be made for like maybe some of the like villagers joking about like not knowing what kind of animal Tom Nook is. Like that could be fun. Like if you had an eagle or some character who's supposed to be American and he's like, I don't know, this Tom Nook, he's like, he kind of looks like a raccoon, but he ain't like no raccoon I've ever seen. Although I mean it'd be more like I don't know. That's not quite how Animal Crossing characters talk. Hey, it's Executor, like we were talking about. Go Executor. He got critical hits. And I just picture the Executor like made out of cardboard, like falling, and they like overcrank the camera, or they like crank the camera slower so that it's like slow motion falling. Boom, and like all the dust gets kicked up, but like it's kind of the wrong like amount of dust for like a giant creature. Alright. Oh yeah, you could have Blathers say something like, "Hey, you don't know what a tanuki is?" Wait, what would? No, Blathers' voice is he's a bookworm. Like, oh, you don't know what a tanuki is? It's a kind of dog, you see. Yes. He knows. He would have. That would be like a really good opportunity, actually, for him to relate some of the mythology of the tanuki. They say something about good luck, but oh my, I don't dare say anything about that. It's quite unfitting for a children's game. Touch what part of its belly? Oh my. Oh no, we can't have that now. Oh, Mappo is growing pretty fast. Oh yeah, I never realized Will has his right hand facing down, but the Pokeball's floating. Because he's like psychically floating the Pokeball. That's neat. He's not so like bland of a character after all. He's got a little bit going on. I do have a copy of New Leaf, now that I think about it, on my 3DS. I was thinking about playing it on vacation, but I was also like, I don't know if I want to start like a New Leaf game. So instead I got consumed by the black hole that is Pocket Card Jockey yet again. I unlocked all the horses, which is nice though. I guess a whole new generation of gamers will have encountered one of Game Freak's lesser known but more but like really solid and all-consuming video game releases. Because it just came out on the Switch, I think. But I'm playing the 3DS version, where you can use the stylus to click on the playing cards. and to draw like where you want your horse to go. That's cool. There's a robot horse and there's a blue horse. I really like the witch horse. She just has like a witch's hat and yellow cat eyes. But she also had like some of the best stats. Oh, oops, I forgot to switch. Crap. I forgot to switch for Fortress. You know, he's gonna throw down some spikes and he's probably gonna do Protect. Oops. Oh no, you didn't do Protect. You should have. Oh well. Poor giant steel bagworm Pokemon. Actually, I think I was a little hesitant about playing New Leaf because I'd heard some... I was watching some old video talking about, like, how Nintendo could make some improvements to the formula. And I was like, oh man, some of those like quality of life features are in New Horizons and I'm like more used to them. Like not being able to choose where your new villagers build their houses and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to play a Animal Crossing game where villagers move in and then they like ruin your town layout immediately and you have to wait a day to move their house. Also, ironically, the big thing that I've heard about New Leaf in comparison with Horizons is that it has so much more content and things to do, but that also kind of puts me off of it because I'm like, oh, I have so many games already. Where am I going to find the time to play like a full-fledged, you know, Animal Crossing game where I'm going to try to get everything? It's one of those games where I have to be like, you know, it's probably pretty cool, but I have to come to terms with the fact that I will probably never play it, and it will live on my 3DS forever. I got all these other games to play. I'm still trying to beat this game. I'm still trying to beat this Pokédex challenge. Damn. Come on, Top's got such a good cry. So many good sound effects for Pokemon. I will say it every time. Thinking more about localization stuff, one of the kind of funnier predicaments, to my mind, is with in Monster Hunter for the original US release, the Monster Hunter 1. There are like the standard armors, and then there's like the plus armors, kind of high rank versions of the same armor that look the same but are higher defense. And in Japanese they use G. They have like Rathalos Gauntlets G, you know. That's their suffix for all of this. But in the US version they made it plus. And that was probably fine. It saves some space so that they can fit like longer names. Because instead of having a space in the letter G, you just have a plus. But when they started doing the Freedom games where there's like G rank stuff, and now there's like, you know, Rathalos Gauntlets S and Rathalos Gauntlets X and stuff. Now they run into this problem where they have all these extra suffixes. And I want to say that some of the like G rank stuff they use G suffix, which for me as somebody who like built out this wiki that's supposed to translate everything, made things really confusing. I was like, oh G, this G isn't a G, it's an S. But in English it is a G. Oh gosh, oh golly. And then different versions of the Freedom games use different suffixes, and it's like, oh man. I guess I can let users choose which suffix they want to see. But that's not going to create a whole bunch of extra work and complications and break things. Oh yeah, and for the game names, they went with Ultimate instead of G. Yeah, I don't know either. Feels like a, maybe it's kind of like, they thought Ultimate would, like, sell better. Gamers like the word Ultimate, you see. I feel like Plus or Super would have made more sense. Because G might be a little confusing, but, like... I guess what was the first? I guess Freedom Unite. Oh, maybe it's because they call it Freedom Unite and they wanted to use a letter U. Because the first game that would have done that is, 3rd Gen. 3 Ultimate. Funny is Gen U is the Glavinus shirt. Wait. Oh, in Gen U, the Glavinus shirt is called the Dino shirt from Dino Valdo. Oh wait, because its Japanese name is Dino Valdo. Is that why? But they called it Dino. Is that what you're saying? That's pretty ridiculous. And that's Generations Ultimate, right? That's like one of the more recent localizations. You would think they would know a little better. Ow. That's cool. People are like, oh, we got a dinosaur shirt. That's awesome. And then it's Dino. Or maybe that was an Italian mobster. We got Dino's lobster bib. Here's Dino's shirt. The famous Dino, he signed it himself. This is the shirt that he was wearing when he was on the stand defending the Don for the 4th time. It was a very monumental occasion. Gotta have that shirt. That shirt is part of history. Yeah, it's got a grease stain on it, but don't worry about it. Forget about it, even. The grease is part of the history. He was eating a hoagie. Before he went to the courthouse. Alright, I had to focus a little bit. I don't know why I would, like, split focus. I'm reminded of, something I heard not too long ago is that apparently multitasking isn't really... is kind of a misnomer because it's kind of... but that your brain can't actually focus on anything, on, like, multiple things at the same time. You're just, like, switching really fast. So people who are good at multitasking are able to, like, micromanage and, like, kind of quick swap between tasks really quickly. Which feels very much like a streaming skill that I need to work on. Here we go, Mappo. Mappo is sadly not going to sound like a Mankey anymore very soon, but is going to be a Primeape. I think after I read the Pokédex entry for Primeape, I am gonna just, like, listen to that Mankey cry again. Because it's easily my favorite cry in the whole game. Maybe we'll hear one that's better that I haven't heard yet, but so far it's my favorite. It's just like, it's just so full of energy and life and verve. Yeah, poor Lance's Gyarados can't withstand a spark. Oh, it's a critical. Jeez. I mean, I was playing this earlier and a regular non-critical spark was more than enough to knock out the Gyarados. Okay, Conifer, you're level 67 and you're gonna show us just how strong your love is with your return. He's also faster. These poor little Dragonite stones ain't a chance. Bam. Bam! And the dragon is gone! Okay, cool. Good work, Mappo. Sure. Focus energy is not broken in this game, so you can use it. It actually works as intended, I think. Yep. He always sends out both Dragonites one after the other. I don't know why. I guess it's part of his behavior chart, his flow chart. Thinking of other 3DS games. As I played a little bit of is it Wii? No, is it Wii Sports Resort? Wait, no, it's Pilot Wings Resort. That's it. And I think I played the original Pilot Wings on the N64 once, because I remember the jetpack controls being kind of not my favorite. And they're still not my favorite in Pilot Wings Resort. But I like the flying. The glider and the airplane are pretty fun. And I know you can unlock a jet, which makes me want to play some more of that. Funny enough, I thought the 3D would be pretty neat, but it kind of made me more confused than anything else. I was like finding it hard to line up the plane for landing and stuff. So I guess I'll turn that off. I'll keep that off, even though I'd rather have it on. Maybe for free roam. I'm the kind of weirdo who likes the 3DS 3D. Oh, now you get a crit Conifer when you don't need it anymore. Jeez. Gee golly gosh. Makes me think of the, reminds me of this, of the Summoning Salt video I was watching earlier. I was watching the one about, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, which is crazy. It's a crazy speedrun. But in a weird way, I kind of love the idea of that speedrun where, like, there's some RNG manipulation, but there's also enough RNG that... Oh, hang on. We're about to have an evolution, so I need to stop talking. I need to stop rambling. Oh, that cry, the better cry. It becomes just the worst cry, but Mappo deserves it. Sounds like it sounds like when you've gotten older and you're just not as... Oh, rage. No, you don't need rage. Abandon the rage, Mappo. You've grown old and you can retire now. But yeah, the Mike Tyson's Punch-Out has this, like... There's a fair amount of RNG to the point where, like, doing a straight shot run... there's sort of a prospective best possible scenario, but, like, nobody's hit it. Because it's, like, it's just ethereal enough to be... like, to make it really difficult to get. But, like, in the way that feels like a fair challenge, somehow? I don't know. But I've only recently started watching Summoning Salt, and I like his videos. He's a good storyteller. It's always like, the quest to beat Jimmy Poopins. And then it's like, and that was the that's where that was the best possible record. Nobody could possibly ever beat it. And like the video's only half over. You're like, okay, what's the twist? Come on, what's the twist, Salt? Mr. Salt. But it's good. I like his stuff. I feel like that's a channel I've heard about ages ago and I never watched until recently. But I love speedruns. I think I talked about how I genuinely tried to get into like Metroid Fusion any percent speedrunning, and it was like just so... I like couldn't justify doing it. It was too painful. What's his name? The spider. Yakuza. I think it was Yakuza as the spider. It was just like, no. Bulldoge. Oh, hang on. I love this music, but we gotta skip through it. Feels a little bad. Because we gotta read the Pokédex entry. Pokken Tournament. Dex entry. That's another game that I kind of haven't played in a long time. And I feel a little bad about it, because I do like it. But it's like, I don't know that I can commit to, like, being good at it. Primeape, the pig monkey Pokemon. If approached while asleep, it may awaken and angrily give chase in a groggy state of semi-sleep. It's like half-conscious. Also, Primeape is only 3 feet tall. It's way bigger than that in the anime, unless Ash is really short. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. 3 feet. I'm holding my hand out like, what, 3 feet is like this big? I think? This big. Yeah, that's a tiny monkey. That's a tiny pig monkey. He doesn't even have a tail. Yeah, I know Ash is a kid, but he's not 3 feet tall, is he? Maybe he is. Oops. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Has Primeape always felt taller? I don't know. Like, Brock is supposed to be more of an adult. Or, I always thought of Brock as an adult, because he has that... I think it's his voice. It's the same as I always thought Jesse and James were adults, because it's like they very obviously have adult voices. But no, they're also children. That's very strange. Yeah, sizes are way. Yeah, that's true. We were talking about it. I was talking about it earlier, even. That apparently, that like, I don't know what the numbers are, but I've heard that Charizard changes sizes a lot. Like, from episode to episode. Brock is 15? You're kidding me. He's not 15. I thought he was, like, at least 17. He's only a little older than Misty. I guess it's because he does, like, he took on the job. You know, it makes more sense why everybody is, like, kind of flustered about, like, oh my gosh, how are you taking care of this whole family? Because he's only 18. Or he's only 15 or whatever. I think that just sort of confused me as a kid. Because, I don't know, I thought he looked like an adult. And then his dad is so much older. It's very confusing. Also, I think I have the rare candies in here. I'm going to close out the stream by evolving Itarian into a Tyranitar. Wait, Jessie is 20? Is she? At one point, though. Maybe later on. I thought Jessie was also like 14 or something. What? Okay, I guess I don't know anything about the anime. I'm totally confused. Also, hang on. Wait, there was something... I think Itarian learns... I gotta check Cerebi again. Well, that's right. It'll learn Earthquake at like level 55, but I think we can't wait for that. Right? Oh, level 50. Okay, we can do that. So we gotta keep Itarian from evolving until it learns Earthquake, because that is a good move to have, and Itarian is one of the Pokemon that I'm going to He's gonna be the dad of some Pokemon. No, Atarian, you can't evolve yet. You need to learn Earthquake. I don't know, thinking back to the anime, Jessie kind of carries herself like she's an adult, but I always assumed that she was just sort of... we can get rid of Bite. I always assumed that she was just sort of, like, kind of posturing, like... She was the kind of, like, teenager who imagines themselves to be older than they are. Oh, you don't think their ages have been officially stated in either English or Japanese? That makes sense. Hey, we got a Pupitar! It's blue! Look at how blue this guy is. It's not even steel, but it looks kind of like steel material, doesn't it? Yeah, the only thing I remember for certain about James is that he like ran away from his wealthy family. Pupitar, the hard shell Pokemon. Its shell is as hard as sheetrock, and it is also very strong. Its thrashing can topple a mountain. Ooh, that's spooky. Also, Pupitar, this guy, is bigger than a Primeape. It's 3'11", this guy. That's huge. That's big. Pokeball technology is really impressive to be able to put these guys into little tiny capsules. I guess the Pokemon Wiki probably, like, makes some, like, educated guesses on some of these character traits, ages and stuff. And it probably has to change depending on, like, where in the timeline you're talking about. Like, these characters must have aged up at some point. They must have grown older. Okay, here we go. I've never had a Larvitar before. This is new and awesome, and I'm excited. Look at that guy. He doesn't look very happy about it. He's like, oh, I was happy as a Pupitar. This is as far down the list as we can go. Tyranitar, the armor Pokemon. Its body can't be harmed by any sort of attack, so it is very eager to make challenges against all enemies. Yeah, 6'7". This is a tall boy. Tall Tyranitar boy. And 400 pounds. In the left corner. At 445 pounds. It's Itarian. A Tyranitar. What are stats like? Speed slow. Attack is very high. The attack is higher than his defense, though. The way they were talking about the hard shell and, like, being, indestructible, I thought his defense would be higher. Stairs and Ash being eternally 10. I thought Ash was, like, 12. See, I don't know anything. Yeah, also that face, yeah. I don't know why they have Tyranitar looking down like that. He's like... It's almost like how Skiploom looks like he's kind of holding in a fart. It's just, Itarian is just like... He's got like an upset stomach. He got a tummy. He got a tummy ache. Get this Tyranitar some crackers and like a ginger ale. He's got a tummy ache. Poor guy. Here you go, Itarian. You can go sit in the box and like take a rest. Drink some water, and you'll feel better in no time. Okay. I know you're a loner, you like to be on your own, so you won't get bothered by anybody. It'll be okay. Okay, wow. Look at that, 204 Pokemon. And we're almost at 100 hours, which is a lot. I was curious what the completionist time is on how long to beat for Pokemon Gold and Silver, and it's 150 something. So I wonder if I can beat that. Maybe I can. It depends on how long it takes to play through Crystal. But that's all for tonight. It's time to end the stream. So thank y'all for joining me. Great to catch up with you, Mav. It's a pleasure as always. Sorry. I noticed something new in the interface. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, is that Pika Ramen a new emote? That's really cute. Yeah, thank you. We'll see. Keep your ears to the ground for on like Mastodon if I decide to do something on Saturday, I'll stream ahead of time, or I'll post ahead of time. Probably not. But on Monday, we should have more Pokemon to evolve. How many more do we have? We have a lot more on the list. At a glance, it's like 20 left or something. It's a lot. But I'm hoping to actually have them updated. Because I have the... Among other things, the only item I'm missing is the metal coat. So if I do something on Saturday, it'll probably be, we'll probably do like metal coat farming or, Tyrogag hatching, something like that. And hopefully at some point soon, it'll be really nice to get to the point where we can, do some of the trade evolutions, because that'll be fun. I already moved all the trade items over to silver, so I can trade the Pokemon in there, attach the items, and then trade them back, and we can watch them evolve. So look forward to that whenever we get there, whatever time we get to that stage. Maybe I could even do that like one trade evolution per stream, because there's like 6 of them. Yeah, you know what? On Monday we'll do the first trade evolution with an item. Because we still need to evolve some of the other, like, no-item trade evolutions. But we'll do that. Look forward to that. We'll do that at least, like, once per stream. Until it's, like, the only thing we have left to do. So yeah, thank y'all again. And until next time, I'll be seeing you.